The White House says all of President Trump's campaign events have either been canceled or moved online as he undergoes treatment for the coronavirus. It's a dramatic shift for a campaign that has relied until now on in-person rallies and gatherings across the country. It also raises questions about the two remaining presidential debates and even how Joe Biden will proceed with just 1 month to go before Election Day. Ed O'Keefe has more from Washington this morning. Ed, good morning to you.
Elaine, good to see you. Good morning. As one senior aide to Joe Biden put it, what we're going through right now is, quote, the definition of uncharted waters, and how the two presidential campaigns navigate 31 days until Election Day remains an open question. Joe Biden boarded his campaign plane Friday and flew off to Michigan, only after 2 COVID-19 tests came back negative.
Good afternoon.
Speaking outside a Union Hall in Grand Rapids, he wore a mask the entire time.
Sending my prayers for the health and safety of the First Lady and President of the United States after they tested positive for COVID-19. My wife Jill and I prayed that they'll make a quick and full recovery. This is not a matter of politics. It's a bracing reminder to all of us that we have to take this virus seriously. It's not going away automatically.
Biden said the president's illness is a reminder the nation needs to improve access to COVID tests.
It's not just the folks in the White House or who travel with me that deserve regular testing. It's folks in the meatpacking and food processing plants, grocery store workers. Every single American deserves safety and peace of mind.
But in a sign he's not immediately changing his strategy, Biden also called out Friday's jobs report, the final one of the campaign season, that reported just 661,000 new jobs and an unemployment rate of 7.9%.
I'm grateful for all of those who were able to get their jobs back to work again, but there's fewer jobs than we had hoped for.
Jill Biden, running mate Kamala Harris, and her husband Doug Emhoff also tested negative on Friday and plan to stay on the trail. Biden's team goes to great lengths to protect the 77-year-old candidate. He spent most of the summer addressing supporters virtually from a basement TV studio. But his campaign says he only began taking COVID tests in late August. The limited in-person events he holds include just a handful of COVID-screened staff, reporters, and invited guests.
Can I take my mask off? I guess I can. All right. And
Ed, on Friday, the Biden campaign took down all negative ads. Before Friday's announcement, though, the former vice president relentlessly criticized President Trump's handling of the coronavirus. On Tuesday, he said the president had been totally irresponsible. How does Joe Biden move forward with messaging now?
That remains an unanswered question, and one I think they're going to have to assess day to day. The fact that they pulled that negative advertising yesterday afternoon, just before we got word that the president was headed to Walter Reed, is a sign they understand that they have to be very careful now in the coming days about exactly how they proceed. They're spending tens of millions of dollars in about a dozen battleground states on television, across social media, pushing a message that raises doubts about the president's leadership, not only of the pandemic, but of the economic recovery that is underway. That's been the central focus of the Biden campaign. And so do you keep that up over the next 31 days, or do you have to find some way to shift? And that's what they haven't sorted out yet.